What's up, everybody? Welcome to this show. So I was watching a video from Park Rose Permaculture. Shocking new intimidation. DHS subpoenas data on users who oppose ICE on social media. So I looked into it myself, and yeah, it's true. They want to unmask us. But first of all, let me get some things started right off the bat so I'm not rambling the entire video and cutting myself off as I tend to do. Some of my videos are so cringe to watch back because I'm just cutting myself off the whole time, ranting and raving like a lunatic. I get passionate. Let me say first of all, don't censor yourself. Don't comply in advance. Speak your mind. Be yourself. Don't threaten anybody. We have First Amendment right in this country, and we have a constitution where these fascists want to believe that or not. 250 years ain't gonna go down the drain because of one man and his band of marauders. But keep speaking your mind. Keep speaking against ICE. We're allowed to do that. If I have to even remind you of that, we have First Amendment right. You can say whatever you want about the government. Just don't threaten them. And I'm not gonna change. And like reading stuff like this, it gives me the juice to go harder. Like I'm not gonna censor myself. If you know me, if you know anything about me, if you know 10% of my personality, you know I can't censor myself. And not speaking out about injustice, that's not an option for me. So I'm gonna keep speaking against ICE. I have videos, man. I go hard against ICE where I've said it. I've said it. If you try to encroach on my rights or infringe on my the safety of me and my family, I'll take care of it. And because that's our right too. We have a thing called the Second Amendment. I've said it. Fuck ICE. I say it explicitly. Fuck ICE. Fuck DHS. Fuck the government. Fuck Donald Trump. And fuck Chrissy Nome, Tom Homan, what's his name? Todd Lyons. All these people. Fuck them all. What are you gonna do? For Greg Bavino, guess what? First Amendment covers all that. Anyway, now I got all that off my chest. DHS orders tech giants to unmask anti-ICE accounts. Let's get to the little scare tactics these fascists aren't smart enough to pull off. Free speech advocates warn the subpoenas threaten long-standing protections for anonymous speech. The Department of Homeland Security, and man, let me say what was the thing. I've never been one to hide. Motherfucker, I'm using my face right now as my avatar. I show my name all the time. I don't give a fuck. Come talk to me if you don't like what the speech I'm using on fucking YouTube. The Department of Homeland Security is pushing Silicon Valley to strip anonymity from Americans who track or criticize ICE, which is First Amendment protected. The agency has fired off hundreds of subpoenas demanding names, email addresses, and phone numbers tied to anti-ICE social media accounts. They're trying to scare you, intimidate you. Don't fall for it. Just be like Don Lemon. Be like Don Lemon. In a world of orange, wannabe fascists, be a lemon. Unlike traditional warrants, administrative subpoenas do not require approval from a judge before they are issued. Instead of seeking court authorization first, DHS can sign and send demands directly to tech companies, a power civil liberties advocates say is now being deployed far more aggressively. Let them send their little fake warrants. Google, Meta, Reddit, and Discord received subpoenas targeting anonymous accounts that posted about ICE activity, the Times reported. The paper reviewed two sent to Meta and said some companies complied while others alerted users and gave them 10 to 40 days to fight the request in court. That's crazy. So if they see, I checked my email a minute ago for like the past week. If Google sends me a thing saying they requested my date, I gotta go to court and fight this. Like this is so stupid. But I will, because I'm not gonna let it lapse and let the government lean on me for saying fuck ICE on YouTube. But honestly, in the grand scheme of things, do I think these things that happen to me? No, because I'm a tiny fucking account. I'm an ant. Nobody sees me. Unless you report me, which I think the government still wouldn't care. These guys are like an ant. He's nothing. But bigger accounts, man, they might come after you, but they'll come after. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna make that prediction. They say in order to predict the future, look at the past. They've come after these major journalists and big people in the government. They've come after Jerome Powell. I think they're gonna come after a major content creator like Hassan. I'm not saying Hassan, but somebody like him. If not him, but they're gonna come after somebody for the things they've said on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. But it's not. I don't think it's gonna work because we have First Amendment. But they're gonna come after him. I think that's gonna do a chilling effect, and it's gonna cause these companies to crack down on us. And we might not be able to speak our full mind one day. Well, then that would be the day I leave YouTube because I can't censor myself. I gotta be like this, or I just won't express myself on here. Okay. DHS said it has broad administrative subpoena authority, but did not directly address questions about the scope or frequency of the request. In court filings, department lawyers have argued that the subpoenas are intended to help investigate threats to its own officers or impediments to their officers and to keep ICE agents safe in the field. I've never threatened an ICE officer. One of the accounts targeted was Montco Community Watch, a Facebook and Instagram pages that post bilingual alerts about ICE sightings in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. I'm guessing they're going after groups because they do this MSP what is it? Presidential memorandum, the NSPM7. They want to find groups that are funding terrorism, as they call it. I think I don't think they come after me. Yeah, I'm paranoid because I live in a fascist country. I have to be paranoid all the time. That's the point of living in fascist. I never worried about this before. That Joe Biden's gonna come after me. But you gotta be vigilant. But I think they go after groups because they desperately need a group that they can prosecute and say they're funding Antifa. Because they have nothing, because Antifa's not real. They gotta make some shit up. I'm telling you, man, this government's getting desperate. They're gonna get more desperate as the midterms close in. It's gonna get worse. After Meta notified the account holders of the subpoena, the American Civil Liberties Union moved to block it in federal court, arguing the government was targeting protected speech. DHS later withdrew the request before a judge could rule. What? There you go. That's what I'm telling you. It's all to scare you. And once the ACLU stepped in, oh no, I'll do it in Gnome's accent. Oh no, we're gonna lose to the ACLU. That's right, you are. Because you have amateur lawyers. The government is taking more liberties than they used to, says Steve Loney, a senior supervising attorney with the ACLU of Pennsylvania. He has represented individuals whose account information was sought by DHS. It's a whole other level of frequency and lack of accountability. The move comes amid a broader push by the Trump administration to tamp down criticism of ICE, which they'll never be able to do. It's got to just explode. Kill somebody else. It'll explode even more. Agents have told, after they killed Alex Pretty, they went real quiet. Agents have told protesters in cities including Minneapolis and Chicago they were being recorded and identified. White House Border Czar Tom Homan has previously publicly discussed creating a database of people arrested for interfering with immigration enforcement. We're not going to watch that because Fox News might be crazy with copyright. Their Fox News. Plus, I don't want to hear Tom Homan. We're going to make sure everybody knows who they are. We're going to broadcast every one of these people that we arrest, he told Lori Ingram. The expanding use of administrative subpoenas to unmask online critics has alarmed privacy advocates who warn it could chill speech. Once largely confined to serious criminal investigations, the tool is now being used to pierce anonymity, a move critics say pushes federal power into protected expression. All right, wrapping up. Thanks, Olivia Ralph, for the article. Pretty easy one to read. What is this lusting? Ice Barbie's alleged lover called lusting after her body. That's what lovers do. I don't judge people for sex and drug shit. That's the last thing I'm gonna judge Christy on. She's fucking Corey Lewandowski. Everybody knows this. But I would judge her for everything else. Fucking whore. She should be impeached and arrested and fucking charged and arrested for this shit. Tech companies have pushed back before. In 2017, Twitter sued the federal government to block an administrative subpoena seeking to unmask an account critical of the Trump administration. The subpoena was ultimately withdrawn. But the scale of the current effort suggests a far more aggressive test of those boundaries. Whether Silicon Valley resists or complies may help determine how much anonymity survives for Americans. Criticizing government policy. Oh, I'm like, okay, I want to scare you. Right before we wrap this up, I know what the future is going to look like for us. You can't fight it. It doesn't matter what the Trump administration does. They're going to normalize a lot of this stuff inevitably with the fascist tactics. But the future is just an online ID where every post we make will be just like my account. You'll just see your picture beside it, and you'll be tied to a very specific online ID, like a social security number. But it'll be a new ID, and every post you make will be tracked by the government, whoever else, whatever third party.